What is a pod in Kubernetes? To answer this question, we will need to talk a little bit about containers. What is a container? A container is a lightweight, standalone, and executable software package that includes everything needed to run a piece of software, including the code, runtime, system libraries, and its dependencies. It's essentially a packed up piece of software with all of its codes and dependencies inside. A major selling point for containers is that the container is essentially isolated and utilizes the resources of the host machine very, very well. That's a super high level overview of containers, but if you want to learn more, check out some of the other materials that we have on Docker. Kubernetes' smallest unit is called a pod, and it's essentially a container, but we can't call it that because Kubernetes is sailing themed and it involves whales, and a pod is a group of whales, so it's a very cool name. A pod can represent one or more containers that are always scheduled together. They can be on the same node and even share the same network namespace. Containers within a pod can communicate via localhost, making it easy to design co-located, tightly coupled components. Anyways, just like how you would start up an image inside of a Docker container for it to run, the same thing happens here in Kubernetes. However, in Kubernetes, you can determine what type of container runtime environment you want your image to be in, so you are not just limited to using Docker. Like containers, pods are ephemeral and can be rescheduled to different nodes during their lifecycle. Pods can be managed by higher level abstractions like deployments or replica sets to ensure the desired number of replicas and rolling updates. So that's a pod. Pretty cool. Zooming out even more, pods are deployed on nodes. In Kubernetes, a node is a physical or virtual machine that forms the underlying infrastructure of the cluster. Kubernetes uses the leader-follower model. However, it's named a little bit differently. Leaders are called the control plane, and the follower nodes are just called nodes. Nodes are the environment where the pods are hosted. Nodes can be added or removed dynamically to scale the cluster horizontally. For this task, each node has its own little brain called the kubelet. The kubelet manages the pods and the resources of that nodes. So kubelets are an essential Kubernetes component and they run on each node in the cluster. Kubelets manage and maintain the state of the node, ensuring that the containers specified in the pod's manifest are running and healthy. It monitors the health of the container and restarts them if they fail. The kubelet also reports the status of the node and its containers back to the control plane, providing vital information about the node's health. Keeping track of thousands of pods on multiple nodes can be a daunting task, which is why we built Sematext. With Sematext infrastructure monitoring, you can easily keep track of your pods, nodes, deployments, components, or whatever. Get immediately alerted when something goes wrong to keep operations running smoothly. You can even cross-reference these metrics with your logs inside of Sematext Cloud. Check it out today for free. The link's around here somewhere. Now, putting all this knowledge together, let's see what Kubernetes looks like in action. We interact with the API of the control plane. The control plane will send the instructions to the kubelets, and the kubelets will manage the pods on their nodes, and the pods build up your image or application. Sounds a little complex, but it's actually not that bad.